Lady says she can't give up her dreams for her children.
Well, that is deep.
Deep.
There's a video for that, right?
We have a video to that. Let's watch it. We'll be right back. Come back. Well, in a video, she said she cannot give up her dream for her children, but she makes sacrifices for them. I think that's good enough. But still, she has everything. Maybe what she has been through or anything. I don't know.
Well, let me start with TK. TK, what is your take? Now, she sounded like I've sacrificed for them. Why should I lose my dreams for them?
Okay.
How does that statement sound? Does it sound selfish, or does it sound like I don't want to lose? Like she said, why do I have to lose myself because of them?
Okay, so let's try and break it down bits. So we don't, because sometimes you media guys can come up with some headings that
captions.
The captions can be a bit misleading. Okay, so listen, I don't think it's right for any human being to lose his or herself. You know, God brought you into this world for a purpose. And look, no matter the money you have, no matter what you've achieved, if you're not able to fulfill that purpose, there's always this emptiness in you. There's always this hollow stuff in you. Like, even though I have everything, I still you don't have anything. You get so. You see some white guy who say, "Look, come, I'm ready to have kids. I just want to pursue my life and focus my life." No, having children itself comes with a lot of sacrifices. You know, for example, so some women, they have to let go of have to put their career on hold during those pregnancy stage and win that child.
Yeah.
You know, so I think the anguish is coming from is that I can't drop everything just because I'm a mother. And I don't think it should be like that.
Okay.
I think that although the settings that we are in so many ways does not favor a woman who wants to still pursue her career and have kids. You know, we have been used up in a kind of a culture where women are not even regarded. Thank God for what people are a bit enlightened nowadays.
Okay. I'm so sorry to cut you, TK. Well, we have a commercial, so we have to take that commercial break. So yes, let's really take that commercial break, and we'll come back, of course, to continue listening to TK's analysis. Take it away. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Yeah, TK, you were trying to make a point.
So I said that because before now, you look at the years ago, women do not even, I've spoken to a man who said, look, he feels that women don't even have the purpose of a woman just to support the man. I said that's not true. You know, so in our mother's time, you know, women are not seen to have their own dreams or aspiration. Basically, support the man and have children. But I think that is not completely right. So I think it will be difficult to do in the African setting because there are no systems in place to support women who have children. You know, if there are systems in place where, first of all, start with the man, the husband. Because look, the woman carries the child, but it is a joint responsibility of both parties. So if the man understands that, look, I have a joint responsibility with my wife to take care of this child, then there will be a sit down between the two of them. So, okay, you know what? How can we accommodate each other's dreams while we are raising our kids? But we are in a setting that some women feels the man should just go and hustle. So if the man feels that that's what you think of him to go and hustle, then he thinks he should sit down and take care of the child. Let go of your dream and take care of the child. But let me say it clearly here. I know that money seems to be like like the in thing for everybody. Look, there's a point, it's because you don't have money, you think money is the dream. You get to a point where you have this money and you still feel that emptiness in you. Because there is more to life than accumulation of all this. So I think that what she's saying is partly right and maybe partly incorrect. You make sacrifices, but I don't think that you should give up your dreams. Because childbearing should be part of that dream. So it should not be an obstruction to your dream.
And your children too should also be part of it.
Exactly. So then I also think that the family setup, the family system must begin to understand that a woman has a dream. So they should put a plan, a process in place that supports the woman to pursue her dream and still take care of the children. So it's a system challenge. It's a cultural challenge that I feel that if we readjust both from the male, from the I think it will be easier for people to give birth to kids and still pursue their dreams.
So listening to the way she sounded for me, it sounded like she was scared of the responsibility of being a mother, having to balance our dreams, going after our dreams and our responsibilities as a mother. So how do you think she can balance our dreams with the responsibilities?
I think you should already have question to Pastor James.
How do you think so, sir? How can she?
Family, like Pastor T said, family itself, there's what's called family system. Because it consists of the father, the mother, and the children. And okay, let me come from this angle now. If a woman gets a job, she would love to be a banker, and she's working in a bank, got married, and she's looking forward to be a bank manager or the GM or the MD. And in the course of pursuing that, she gives birth to a child, and the husband is expecting her stay back, quit, stay and focus on these children, and she, there's such a thing. At that point, a woman is at the point whereby she has to make a decision either to give it up or stay with these children, or better still pursue. So in the course of that, there's a need for wisdom, because I've seen many women who have made such a drastic decision, not just making sacrifice, you can make concessions in a bit, but basically, when it comes to dreams, that's the reason why you're living. So you have to take a cue on the wisdom. One of my daughter in the Lord, told me something some years ago. She said when our daughter was 10 years old, thereabout, and one of the our auntie called her and said, "Okay, come and join me in US, and probably your daughter will join you later." He said, "No, I can't join you. Take my brother. I have to focus on raising my daughter now." He said they forced and she refused. When she was telling me this thing about a year or 2 years ago, it's almost like slapping her. Look at you. You gave up this. Your daughter could have joined you. After many years, she would have joined you. Now, no, let me not say no. They don't have better life here, but they will have a bit better life because now they're struggling and lacks of that. And so look at you. And I said, go and call the woman now, and let's see. I said the opportunities pass. So many times we see almost our Nigerian movie actresses, and you see how probably they had a child. A large chunk of them had a child while coming to start. And here they were able, Yabojo had a child and lacks of that, and they still fulfill their dreams. A large chunk of them, Genevieve had a child, and they still fulfill their dreams. So the woman should understand the place of balancing, like what you're saying now. The balancing between the raising children and fulfilling dreams. I think that's where the whole of education, the whole of conversation should be about.
Okay, well, I actually like that statement, which is a very great analysis. I think Pastor TK and sorry, Pastor. TK and Pastor James that actually has made justice to those topics, which is very interesting. So I think we'll just leave it at that women should understand that no matter how much you feel like you don't want to give up your dreams because of your children should actually be part of your dreams. That way you can bring them along. But still, we have to try not to be selfish, because I'm feeling like if I see my mom making that video, maybe I'm quite young. If it's now, I'll just feel like, what do you want to even do for me? I should be doing for you. But if I was quite young and I see that video of my mom saying that, I'll feel very bad. And there's something inside of me that will break. I'll be like, oh, so she can't do a lot more. Like she would rather probably, because I will look at, no, I'm talking as a child. If I was a child, I will feel like, let me finish. Okay. I will feel like, oh, she's placing restrictions. Yeah, she's placing restrictions. She's literally going to abandon me if I have to take her dreams away. Like if I need her at a certain point and it's going to make her dreams maybe pause or shatter or something, she's just going to sideline me and go for that. And that breaks me and keeps me away.
Don't you also think that you're being selfish too?
No, I'm a child.
Now, hold on. A child that I'm saying that, look, like I said, it's a societal problem. That we just think that because a woman puts to bed, everything is secondary, just that child. I'm not saying that, look, children are very important. I have kids. I can do a lot for my kids. But I'm saying that the society needs to have a rethink and know that childbearing is, because we use that. Have you heard this that says that if a child is good, it's the father's own. If a child is bad, it's the mother's own. We have created a kind of a society that puts so much pressure on women that they feel that it is their sole responsibility to raise a child. So they want to give up themselves. They want to give up their dream. And they now grow old. And I'm telling you, many of our mothers today are old and are sorrowful. They can't say it, but they're not happy. Their children are grown up, are doing well, but they're not happy. Unfortunately, many of us as their children, we are not now learning to take care of ourselves and not even take care of them. Because, and many of them, they will tell you that, look, they gave up themselves to raise you. So come and take care of me back. And I will say this, and look, let me be a bit religious here. I know that we should take care of our parents. I do take care of my parents, and because they don't know. And I told my wife that we must not make the same mistake. There's nowhere in the Holy Book, the scriptures, that it says that parents should live off their children. As a matter of fact, the Holy Book said a good man leaves inheritance for his children's children. I am saying that while you are taking care of your child, take care of yourself. Because children will not be your retirement package. They are not. Not even in our age.
That's the right word.
Yes.
In Africa. That's
not even our age. It should not. So what I'm saying is that, look, it is selfish for that child to also feel that because she's my mother, she must give up everything.
Not everything.
Not everything.
No. That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. She said she makes sacrifices as a mother. Yes. She has established a fact. She doesn't say, look, I cannot give up everything and let go of everything just to focus on my child alone. No, it won't work like that. And also, please note, where is the father? Because we are so much put pressure on the women that we are raising irresponsible men.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
I could agree with
the
that
society is raising irresponsible men.
I could agree with that.
Any man who has the power to take a woman to bed and impregnate her should know that you also has to make sacrifices to raise that child.
So part of mother
okay, the thing we should look at here is that some of these women we are talking about are basically single mothers. Most of them. They are
no. Can you clarify that statement?
Yeah, single mothers.
What are they? No. I mean, what I mean clarify. I mean that the which you said
no. I want to really clarify.
No. You said the women we are talking of here. The here is what I want to explain.
The large chunk of women who fall in this world of this category.
Which category? I'm to explain so you can know.
Just come. There is a family system, like I said earlier. If a woman is properly married to a man, now the conversation will be who gives up his own job, or how do we do? But when a woman goes to bed with a man, okay, I'm not going to sound against woman. You know, when a woman goes to bed with a man and there's nothing that's properly defined, nothing is properly defined and a lack of that, and eventually pregnancy comes in and a lack of that, and we have that a large chunk in America, in all over the world, not just in Africa, whereby, in fact, I have one that's going on as a so whereby the man will deny the responsibility. And everything else falls back on the woman.
So
now that's what.
Why do you think men? Look. Let's people, viewers, and my co-host here, whatever. Why do you think men always have that confidence to renege on their responsibility?
The society.
Thank you. The society fuels it. Can a woman try it?
No.
Now
that is the issue.
If we have a society where that takes men are accountable, very accountable. Before they remove their zip,
they will think twice.
Because something will tell them that society will not support me to renege. How can a guy who cannot take care of himself and is quick to
marry two wives? You know, so but the point is now we are the society. The society is not outside there. We are the society, and we are the ones to really question what is right or wrong. You know, we are living in a democratic system whereby everybody has a voice. That means there should be a legal inclinations that will put into law. If you now they prosecute somebody for for reneging on their promises. You promise somebody you're going to marry and you collected money and you didn't marry, now they can prosecute you now.
Even transport fare. You paid
transport fare
and you don't
now take it to court now. It's in law now. So if they can do such a thing, we can use the law to really apprehend the man for not taking responsibility. But better still, we should not come back, take it home to our ladies. Whereby now these things in a picture of the people ahead. Now let's our young ladies learn from these things and be careful. You know me, I'm always coming to this defense for the women in a way that I put the responsibility back to them. Whereby you have to be careful now, because in the course of this, sometimes it's easier said than done. Not making sacrifices and lacks of that, because your child is there, nobody's going to help you to take care of the child. You have to, in one way or the other, give up the job and focus on the child for a while before you know the opportunity is past you. You know, so we must ensure, like Tike said, we must focus also on raising the right guys so that the response. I even know a guy. He follows pure water vehicle as a motorboy. I heard he has 2 wives. He puts one here, he puts another one there. When I heard that, I was almost slapping the guy. Are you all right? He puts one there, go and take care of yourself, And then those ones now begin to raise children in the community, and community became community children. These are the things we have, be responsible, your guys as well. So we should begin to put the responsibility back to the men. We should fight society, we should raise good guys, and as well, women, please. Be careful. Consider your future every time there's anything zip down issue. Consider your future, because your future could be at stake. Many people have lost all that it could become in life because we watch it in movies. Many women at old age now, they regret. They say they gave, even at the father, they gave up their room for the child. The child does not even appreciate them in the future. And they are full of bitterness.
Looking at this from another, let me say something. Look at this from another angle, because from what you said, you are focusing more on the men. We need to focus on the women too. So many women are having identity issues. They don't know their worth.
That is true.
They don't know their purpose. A man, for some women, a man doesn't even need to come up and say, I can't quit my job to take care of the kids. They will just say that, since my husband is going to work, let me just quit and take care of the kids. Because they don't know their identity as women. They have made themselves so timid and almost, sorry to use the word, almost, they don't really know what they want. So we need to make these women, very gullible. We need to make these women identify their purpose first, before even starting a family. Because once you have that in view, once you know yourself, you'll be able to sit your husband down. Now we have a family. Fine, we've had these discussions now. Now we have a kid in view. So what do we do? How do we strike this balance? Do we need to employ helps? Okay, is there a place we can drop these kids when you go to work, I go to work? Who picks the child from work, from school? And have these discussions.
I think that discussion should even come before
but when having this discussion is just, okay, having the future in view. When we have kids, now the kids are here. They still need to visit this same issue and
that's part of the conversation. That's what the courtship should do.
You should
now you are talking. Now we are talking. Now, no, I agree. I like the fact that now we are now talking towards that line that, look, we need to discuss it now. So you agree with me that a woman shouldn't give up a dream.
Okay, but what of men that used to say, okay, I will work for the money. You stay at home and take care of the kids.
Some men won't agree to. I know.
Look, let me say this. Pastor, let me say this there. See, these are one of the issues, fundamental issues that we need to address. Okay. Money is not the only reason why you work. That's the error young people make. Money is not the only determinant for working. Number one, working helps your self-esteem.
Yes.
You prefer solution that you leave home in the morning and you can prefer solution to challenges and you come back home. Is fulfilling in itself.
That's true.
You get money and work builds relationship.
Yes.
Work helps your self-esteem. So money is telling a woman that sit down at home and take care of the kids and I'll go and bring. You have reduced work to only money. That woman needs fulfillment in life. She needs to see that she's providing solution to. She has something that society wants and needs.
Yes. In fact, I just want to really, what you are saying now really corroborate with what I think. If I was telling my wife yesterday, each time I look at my mom, I feel bad to what injustice my dad did. My dad, was good. But while they were trying to settle down in marriage, my mom was a civil servant. But as they tried to, the conversation now came up. Now you are pregnant for this first child and lots of that. You should go and get a petty trade and lots of that. Quit the civil service and lots of that. That's how that woman with a brilliant mind quitted the whole thing, focused on the civil service, have a shop at Lagos Island and lots of that. But as over the years, I saw that the exposure, the all intelligence and the ability, the potentials of my mom was, downtrodden. And each time I see her, I feel so bad. I was telling my wife, I will never allow, she has a shop, she has a job, but I will never allow you to stay just in a shop. You are not just working for money. He said the reason I'm allowing you to go and work is so that you can get the exposure continually. Because that's what you're going to pass through with my kids. So this, just to corroborate what Tike is saying. So these are the things we need to understand. Money is not just about money that we go to work and lots of that. We just push them, you go on the selling market now. And they take care of the children. What about the exposure of the woman? What about the fulfillment of the dreams of that woman? What about the potentials of that woman? So it's part of the conversation. So,
allow me to round up on these notes.
Yeah,
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Look, viewers out there, my people out there, this should let you know that God that made us is not foolish. He created a system for a child to be raised. And that system do not permit a woman alone or a man alone. Both parties need to be together under a covenant called marriage to raise a child. So that the pressure will not be on one more than the other. Both parties can share the responsibility. So while you are doing that, you still have time to invest in your own life. So please, I know that the in thing is, I don't want to, you should know for the sake of the unborn child that system called marriage is very, very pivotal to the healthy raising of the young child.
I know it's getting better now because of these remote jobs. Because of remote jobs, either a man can go and pick the children from school or a woman can go and pick the woman from children from school. I guess our generation is getting a bit better now. Because
it's only getting better in picking children and all of that, giving them time. But it's not better in morals and values. I don't agree with that. For morals and values, it's like it's reducing by the day. So we have to keep saying more to this generation. Anyway, you have fantastic analysis on this topic. I can't believe that this topic took about 30 minutes. That's